All right. Welcome back to Trolls Toys. Figure reviews, toy hunts, unboxing and rankings, etc. All right. YouTube Trolls Toys back at you with another video. Today we're doing an update on the 12-inch Joes that we scored from the Toy Vault Mega Warehouse sale a few weeks back. We had reviewed through them just to see who we had, and today, with the help of my fiance, who's awesome, we tried to match weapons the best we could to the figures, and obviously didn't have all the weapons that came with them. And I apologize if the quality of this is a little bit bad. Obviously we're not in our normal area. I'm downstairs because we had to sort all these in a bigger area than my little toy room. But starting out over here on the far left, we got Sergeant Savage. He's from 1995, right? So we do have his actual weapon, right, which is cool. We are using a helmet for him, probably not the right one, but it's okay. Next to Sergeant Savage, we got Sergeant Stalker from 1992. We also found his original weapon. Right? Don't have his backpack or sheath, but we're just gonna make do. I just gotta figure out ways to attach the knife and gun that we're gonna use. Probably zip tie or something, right? I'm no perfectionist. Grenades. Right? We got Snake Eyes, also from 1992, and we wound up with Snake Eyes twice. But this is the more complete Snake Eyes. So the other Snake Eyes is going to go in the flea market bin. So we wound up with like 18 12-inch Joes and then like 13 21st century toys, military figures, and one Zhongjie Hua from China. I don't know its name. That's just me butchering it, right? So, but we just mostly kept the Joes. So we tried to match them best we could. We got Duke version 2 from 1992. Right there. This is supposed to be hooded Cobra Commander, but we're missing the crucial part, which is the hood, unfortunately. He's also from 1992. This is Grunt, but this is like 007 James Bond Grunt, because he was in a tuxedo for some reason, right? We don't have his original clothes. Did match up clothes pretty decent to put on him, but I just thought he was hilarious looking in the fucking tux. So he's dinner wear Grunt is what we're gonna call him. 00 Grunt. All right. We got Storm Shadow. He was one of the ones that was in the box. So he had everything except for he was missing one grenade. So you can see this grenade doesn't match this grenade. He's from 1993. And he sort of reminds me of Arctic Mission Storm Shadow from the Classified series. I'm guessing that's what he's supposed to be. Over here we got, Jungle Warfare Duke. I don't know his actual name, but that's what I'm gonna call him. He's from 1994. We have Hooded Cobra Commander, the next version, right? Who's from 2002. He's missing the snake scepter, unfortunately. We have a loosely interpreted Cobra Moray from 1992. It's the Moray's gear on a Cobra Commander figure, not the actual Moray figure. And he wasn't in that lot. We found him at a Naughty Pine consignment shop. Up next, we just have one of the generic guys from 2002, U.S. Marine. I actually got him at the Grafton Flea Market, and he was still in the package. The package was damaged, so he's complete. The guy that we previously had thought was Cobra Commander is a Cobra Trooper, right, from 2002. Right, I'm pretty positive. We got Bazooka from 2008. That is not his bazooka, but we did have two bazookas. So I just decided to use the one that we did have, Shambles. Right. This is the Navajo Code Talker that we got from Savers for $5.49. He's from 1999. Moving on, we have this guy twice. Don't know who he is, just know from his ass that he's from 1996, but not sure who he is. So we decided to make one version of him our rock climber G.I. Joe, because he is a Joe, right? So with the big ass backpack that we had, we found the rock climbing helmet, got some red boots that are kind of slippery. He likes to fall over because this backpack weighs like 17 million fucking pounds. Right? This next one, I'm just going to call him my take on Recondo, right? For a 12-inch line. We just dressed him up in, because we had a Recondo style hat, so I figured why the fuck not. Right? We have Storm Shadow from the Rise of Cobra movie. He's from 2009. He's missing one of his swords, and he's got a gimp arm, but that's all right. This guy, who I'd previously thought was fucking Zartan, is apparently Neo Viper, and he's a dollar store version of 12-inch Joe's, basically. He's also from 2009. We got this Duke. He was minty in the package. The package was not minty, but he was in the package minty, although we got to try to magic erase the black spot on his nose. Probably from rubbing up against the plastic, I suppose. And he's from 1993. Right. Going down, we have the 12-inch G.I. Joe motorcycle, which is from 1994. If anybody knows of the, dozen of you that watch this video, hopefully at least, if any of you happen to know when this timeless action pilot is from, your help would be appreciated. I just know it's still in the pack. I didn't want to mess with opening it up yet because it's got a parachute attached that I don't want to fuck with at the moment. So we just left it in the pack. Only one that we did. We've got this 12-inch Jeep that we still got to clean up. It's from 1993, but it is a G.I. Joe Jeep. We have these two nameless guys, and once again, not sure their years. I forgot to write down the year that was off of their ass cheek, so apologies. I'm just going to call this guy a sailor, right? We just sort of did him as a fix-up. This guy just reminded me of Doc, so that's what we're working on. We're going to make him a version of Doc. I don't care, right? He's what it's going to be. And then we have the police officer from last time. Now, once again, his gear was a pain in the ass to get on. So I do not know if he's a G.I. Joe or not. I'm pretty sure that he is just from his arm articulation and things, but I didn't check his ass or his back. But either way, he's going to stay with us. This guy right here, he is not a G.I. Joe. He's like 21st Century Toys, I think. But obviously, he's getting ready to parachute out of a plane, and he's in great condition, so I think he's pretty damn cool, so we're just going to keep him. So we're just going to pretend that he's a Joe. And then the firefighter, once again, that we fixed up in the last video, because I'd only fixed up these two. Once again, not sure if he's a Joe because I got all of his gear on. He's got suspenders under the jacket and all that shit. So either whether he is or isn't, he's going to stay with us as well. And then a little update on the gear. Most of the pants were not G.I. Joe, but I did keep a few pairs. And the boots I'm not sure on. We got some matching outfits that I don't know. I don't think they're G.I. Joe, but we kept them anyway in case we find some more Wounded Warriors to add to our collection. This is some more pants that we decided to keep, right? We kept a bag of various helmets. I do have a bag of G.I. Joe shirts around here somewhere. They're right here. And we kept some weaponry. Whether it's G.I. Joe or not, I'm not certain. This is what we wound up with that we decided that we were gonna part ways with. I mean, they are cool, but I just don't have room for all of them. We did have, like I said, one extra Snake Eyes. So he's probably flea market bound. And then I think we got like 8 of these 21st Century Toys. Although I'm tempted to keep this guy just because I like his freaking outfit, like with his trench coat and shit. Or we may just steal his clothes and he may just go to the flea market, Sands Clothing. Or we'll put him in a different outfit. But we'll probably steal this outfit because it's pretty cool. But like I said, I am not a 12-inch Joe expert, and obviously also not a pro YouTuber. Just do this shit because it's fun, at least to me. Right, so if any of you have any info on, especially these two guys, right, or this guy, because I don't know who he is, or once again, when this pilot is from, those would be most helpful. I would say my favorite one is probably the Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. I like him pretty well. I actually like this knockoff guy quite a bit. And then if I'm going, I like our fix-up Bazooka quite well as well. I mean, I like them all. And this guy still has the coolest feature, right? I don't know how to actually make it work, so I just do this. Yes, but he's a Navajo code talker. So anyways, brief update on 12-inch Joe progress. As always, this has been Trolls Toys. I truly appreciate you watching my videos, and we'll see you soon.